Robert Walpole, the first Prime Minister of England. Robert Walpole, often considered the first Prime Minister of Great Britain, played a significant role in British politics during the early 18th century. All those men have their price. Let the sleeping dog lie. Prime Ministerial role. Robert Walpole served as the de facto Prime Minister of Great Britain from 1721 to 1742. Although the term Prime Minister was not yet an official title, Walpole is widely regarded as the first person to hold this influential position. 1. Consolidating power. Walpole was highly skilled in political maneuvering and adept at building coalitions. He consolidated his power by creating a network of loyal supporters, which allowed him to maintain stability and control over the government. 2. Domestic policies. Walpole focused on domestic policies aimed at maintaining social stability and promoting economic growth. He implemented financial reforms, such as managing the national debt, improving tax collection, and modernizing the fiscal system. He also pursued policies that favored commercial interests and supported the emerging industrial sector. 3. Peaceful foreign policy. Walpole's foreign policy was characterized by an emphasis on peace and avoiding costly wars. He aimed to preserve stability in Europe and fostered diplomatic relations with major powers like France. Walpole's policies aimed to minimize military engagements and focus on economic development and trade. 4. Patronage and corruption. The negative side of Robert Walpole. Walpole relied on patronage to maintain support and loyalty among members of Parliament. He used positions, favors, and financial incentives to secure political alliances, which led to accusations of corruption and criticism from his opponents. 5. Opposition and criticism. Walpole faced significant opposition throughout his political career. His opponents, known as the Patriot Whigs and later the Tories, criticized his consolidation of power, financial policies, and perceived disregard for constitutional principles. His handling of foreign affairs, particularly during the War of Jenkins' Ear, also drew criticism. 6. Longevity in office. Walpole's tenure as de facto prime minister was marked by its longevity. He held power for over 20 years, making him one of the longest-serving political leaders in British history. His ability to maintain stability and secure parliamentary support allowed him to remain in office for an extended period. 7. Fall from power. Walpole's political dominance eventually waned due to various factors. Internal conflicts within the Whig Party, opposition from factions such as the Patriot Whigs, and growing discontent among the public over issues such as taxation contributed to his eventual fall from power. He resigned in 1742 after losing the support of King George II. Number 8. Legacy. Robert Walpole's tenure as a political leader set important precedents for future prime ministers. He established the foundations of modern parliamentary government and the prime minister's role as the leader of the government. His pragmatic approach to politics and focus on stability influenced subsequent political leaders and the evolution of British governance. 9. Term limit. There was no formal term limit for Robert Walpole's position as prime minister during his time. His tenure was determined by his ability to maintain support and a majority in Parliament. However, his resignation in 1742, after losing support, indicates that his long-term dominance faced limits and challenges within the political landscape of the time. Headings from the text. 1. Robert Walpole, the first Prime Minister of England. 2. Prime Ministerial role. 3. Consolidating power. 4. Domestic policies. 5. Peaceful foreign policy. 6. Patronage and corruption, the negative side of Robert Walpole. 7. Opposition and criticism. 8. Longevity in office. 9. Fall from power. 10. Legacy. 11. Term limit.